So I got all my equipment. I got my DJI Osmo. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but
yeah, I use that.
yeah, like you brought it up. So like I'm just filming myself, talking to you guys. I'm just gonna literally post it on YouTube later. Like before, I wouldn't have done that. I would have had to have my editor put an intro on it, blah, 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 blah. But now it's just like, all right, this is a moment for content. I'm giving information, I'm giving tips. Let's record myself, and then after this, I'll put it out into the YouTube world. So every opportunity is content. It's a lot. I mean, it definitely takes a lot and energy, and that's where a lot of people, kind of fall off. But it's a lot. But if you can stay consistent with it and realize that you can make anything can be an opportunity for content. So, but that's what I'm doing right now. So, okay. But yes, developing brand awareness as a content creator. Those were great slides. She sent me those early, and I kind of based what my slides were going to be about and kind of direct that towards me. So, you guys kind of already heard this, but I'll give another breakdown of myself. I created this, in an effort to make a stamp on the city of Pittsburgh and showcase the unique people in it. Amassing over 100,000 followers on social media. And this is my bio on my website, so it's third person. In addition to Humphrey's street photography that initiated his Instagram, TikTok, Facebook popularity, Keep Us for Dopes, continues to grow, dabbling in product, creating campaigns for different brands and institutions, Square, Huffington Post, Verizon, Airport, Turner's Tea, Giant Eagle. It's breaking knowledge through radio and artist talks. My hope is to use platform to spread his personal verve and to push the thriving culture that is currently developing in Pittsburgh. So I've had that for a while. I literally just added TikTok and because I just got onto that a year ago. Literally a year. I just got on TikTok a year ago. So, but yeah, that's my bio. You find on my website and everything like that. So, how do you guys like my pink? I thought it was cool. I was telling her my girl was laughing at me with this color and my big, bold branding and marketing. So so let's hop in. So I kind of touched on that in my bio, but my mission, capturing lifestyle and sharing mine. Again, I created this in an effort to make a stamp on the city and showcase the unique people in it. My hope is to use this platform to spread my personal verve and push the thriving culture that is developing in Pittsburgh. So that clearly defines my values and my brand's values, and it establishes my unique position in the Pittsburgh market. Again, I'm kind of the only one doing it here as far as street style and capturing unique people in the streets. And then the logo to the right. So basically, off the rip, it's a Pittsburgh brand. It's in the name. And if you correlate bridges, you think about bridges, it's with us. And this is the 10th Street Bridge going in the South Side. I had a artist create this bridge. I knew what I wanted. I wanted, one of our bridges to be on fire, and I knew that could. It was polarizing. It's just why is a bridge on fire? Is he shitting on our city? Does he hate our city? Or, what is it? So it was kind of just a belief in me of just burning bridges to fear, because I just encounter a lot of people. Even myself, it's just we're fearful to just take the next step in content creation, or that idea. It's just there's a lot of fear. So my belief behind it was just burning the bridge into any negativity, any doubt. Let's just move forward. So that was the idea behind it, and of course just Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh, bridges. It's cool, and that's the direction I wanted to go. And if you've seen my videos on Instagram and Facebook, I have an auditory branding as well, kind of a slogan that kind of the people made. And I didn't even realize that I said it until they were kind of recognizing it. When I'll have my subject in the street, and I'll say, "Give me a look." Give me a head turn and say, "Give me a look," and that's kind of my slogan. So just give me a look, and it's kind of turned into that. So people recognize that slogan, and both, I believe, shape how people perceive my brand and business. So I lucked out. I really lucked out with that. Give me a look. I didn't know that would turn into kind of my slogan. So that was really cool when you go back to building that community and them kind of telling you, you know, what they think and what they like to see, because I've gotten so many comments like, oh man, I would love to have that on a shirt. Oh my goodness, you know, so they tell you, you know, what they kind of want to see. So huge. But next, so personal branding. So like, again, kind of going back to my logo, it's just like burning the fear of putting yourself out there, because it is, it's, you know, I have a natural personality just to like be out and about, but I'm an only child, so I still like my alone time and being, you know, alone. But at the same time, it's a little bit easier for me to speak to people, being on camera. Not everyone's like that, so I get that fear, but it's just kind of no excuse now. The time is now to unapologetically put yourself out there. If you want to make money, if you want to take your brand as seriously as you say you do, it's time to just literally put yourself out there. You know, doesn't matter what your friends think or the strangers think. The time is now, 2026 and beyond, just to unapologetically put your career out there and yourself out there, and show the person behind all the hard work. Like, you're doing all these things, you're creating all this stuff. Like, show yourself some love. Like, show the people who was creating these things, or, you know, this content, because that may just inspire them to create and do what they're supposed to be doing. So show the person behind the work, and to see the face behind it builds the trust and credibility. Because like, again, like, we all know where we live, you know, predominantly white city. Like, I'm a black creator in this city, so that benefits me to greatly, like, you know, differentiate myself from everybody else. So it's just like, you know, just show your face, you know, show what makes you different from the competition in this city and beyond. But and again, I put this here because I recently just had to reintroduce myself. People see the content, they see the reels. It's been going, like, some go viral, and it's been great. But I got a lot of emails and DMs like, do you do photo shoots? Like, do you do regular shoots? And I'm like, yeah, but I forgot, like, that I haven't told them that in a long time. So if you follow me, you know that, but like, I've gotten so many new followers, they have no idea. So like, I had to just, you know, I hired a girl, her name's Diamond, she shoots for American Eagle. And I told her, I was like, I want a soft look. I want like, I want like a model. And she totally got it. She shoots for American Eagle, like I said, so it's easy for her. But yeah, and just a reintroduction shoot so people can know that I do family portraits, I do senior photos. I do host events. That goes back to my radio broadcasting degree, or not degree, I didn't graduate, but it goes back to that. So, and even just the social media partnerships, letting people know that we can partner. If you have a smaller following than me, we can come together. You can benefit from my following. I could, you know, it has to be mutual beneficial, but like, I have to let people know that we can partner in some way. Maybe not, but at least you have the opportunity to reach out and see if we can partner. But I had to reintroduce myself, and if you haven't, you should definitely let people know what you do, who you are. It greatly will benefit you. So, and again, like, once I posted that, put my email at the bottom, they know where to go. I've been getting emails nonstop. Like, hey, I know you do senior photos. My kid is graduating in May, blah, blah, blah. So it's been great. It was one of the smartest things I did in 2026. All right, awesome. So unaided versus aided brand awareness. So can everybody pull out their phones? I'm excited. I asked her, I was like, do they have their phones? Like, are they allowed to have their phones? She was like, these are grown people. So I was like, I don't know, but just to not be distracted. But okay, so if you, oh man, I post a lot. Okay, if you scroll down, so I don't know if you see, if you go to Keep Pittsburgh Up on Instagram, if you see this lady, she's in an all yellow coat, just let me know when you find it. Oh, I wish I should have had you pull it up and just play it. Is that okay? Is that okay? It's just this yellow one, but it's just on my Instagram page. Yeah, yep, I'll send you a link right now.
You're like the Watching New York of Pittsburgh.
I love that guy.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's amazing. Shit, it's not letting me. Hold up.
I just dropped it in our chat.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Okay.
On Instagram. I can put it on. I can do.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, I'm
I know. Follow you on Instagram.
Oh, sorry. I'm just hitting your shit. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. I was trying to pause it. My bad. I'm just. I got too comfortable. My bad. Sorry. I just wanted to hit it right there because I didn't have to I didn't have to say anything yet. Like, she knew 6'3" brother, she followed my page, she saw my camera, she already knew what it was. So it was like, oh, okay, that's different. So that was totally unaided, and I thought that was a good example to highlight here. So I didn't even have to go into my usual spiel that I do, because I have to do that to kind of just break barriers down, because it's an awkward thing to begin with. So I didn't have to do my usual spiel. She already knew what it was. She followed me, and I just thought that was really cool. So sorry, you can continue. Okay. Hey, excuse me. Hey, I'm a lifestyle.
I know. Follow you on Instagram.
I can't even say it anymore. But I love your fit. I love the yellow with the blue. Do you want to land a quick shot?
No, that's fine. My bus comes in 2 minutes.
Oh, I got you. It'll be so fast. I'm gonna have you just look straight, and then when I say give me a look, boom, right at the camera this way. Give me a look. And what's your name?
Brandy.
Brandy Chancellor.
Yeah, I know.
You too. Nice to meet you. Someone.
Yeah, it's I follow you, but I don't want to be famous.
Yeah, yo, I forget, someone on Facebook called it something like assertive politeness. It was something it was so good. I forget how they termed it, but it was she was polite, but she was
I got my bus.
right. It was funny. I was like, that's the perfect way to describe it. But I sent you the other. I don't know if, but it's right next to that girl. To this. I sent it in messages, but if you scroll down, keep scrolling, it should be right there.
Okay.
And this was kind of aided, because I gave my, hey, I'm a lifestyle and street style photographer in the city, and they immediately knew what was about to happen. So that was more aided brand awareness. So. Hey, excuse me, sorry. Hey, I'm a lifestyle and street style photographer.
Shut the fuck
Oh, what's up? What's your name? Primo. Nice to meet you. Thanks for the love. I appreciate it.
Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah, this is a great look. So we got nice lights. So look, I'm gonna have you right where I am, and yeah, perfect. All we have to do is just give me a look straight. I say give me a look, boom, just like that. Give me a look. Nice. You model or something, or dance?
Trying to do all of it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, point. All right, well, yeah, keep going, yo.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, you look great.
Do.
Thank you. Thanks for the love. Appreciate it. Look, give him a lookout.
I will.
All right, yo.
You made his whole week.
And again, going, like, that is very, like, fulfilling as well. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, May homie's day, you know, it was, that is like, that's the selfish of, like, that's very fulfilling just to make someone's day off of an image. And then telling them how, you know, he put that together, you know what I'm saying? And, like, to have someone notice it, and it's awesome. It's a great feeling. Anybody loves to feel that, you know? But, sorry.
Are you from here?
Yeah, well, I'm originally from Aliquippa, so about 30 minutes out, but yeah, here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, being, like you said, outside from here still.
Yeah.
How do you know about Pittsburgh clout? Like, when you're from here and you grow up and people kind of like, oh, like I knew you from high school, or like, you know, like that type of thing. Like, so when you first started, did you deal with or think about like how, I guess, difficult it can be sometimes? I guess depending on where you're going. I know it won't stifle anything, but just like, you know, when you're starting out, there's so many people that might know you in the city that it's like, I ain't rocking with them like this. Because just off the strength, like that Pittsburgh type of thing that happens when you're like just growing up from here. I hope I'm making kind of sense.
Like almost like hate or like.
It's not hate. It's just like a mixture. Like I feel like, I guess an example. Like
Yeah.
I'm from here, but I moved around a little bit. So when I came back as of the October 2025, I was already doing my content in DC. I came back and people kind of know me, but like, you know.
They don't know you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also too, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just I feel like kind of difficult to get your footing or something like that. I had it, but I guess it might just be a thing where it's like it might be bigger than Pittsburgh, but I don't know how to explain it. Like,
Yeah, it's like you feel like an outsider. It's like being in your hometown. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like, and then I feel like it's different. Like, I don't know. To me, at least, Pittsburgh is different, especially within the Black community.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
So like you mean it's just far as like just for like how did I kind of.
Yeah, like I don't know if that was, it might not have been a part of your journey though.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, just trying to grab footing, like now I see like how you're out on the street and it's like people know you, but a lot of people know you more. So like when you're starting out, it's like you have a decent amount of people that know you, but
Right.
it's more like if you walking out, like you said, maybe it is a mixture of hate, but it's kind of like, all right. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So so my thing is like it goes like I'm just such a dreamer. So like I'm a dreamer, like I believe in God. Like I am like, it doesn't matter like if you like what's she doing? She don't even, that's not even her personality. She don't do that. Like that doesn't even it doesn't affect, like, yeah, people might be saying that, but like it's like the mission is so much bigger than me. It's like it's bigger than what the hate is, or like, you know, they might feel uncomfortable of like, you know, you making content. I don't know what's going on people's, but it's just like, I'm just so kind of focused on what I have to do and what I feel like I have to spread. It's just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's just, yeah, of course, I'm human. Like, if I see a hateful comment, it's still, it's like, it's still like kind of hurt, but it's just like, whatever. Then I remember, it's like, that motherfucker ain't making, I'm sorry, I swear to God. I'm sorry, I swear so much. But again, I just get so passionate because I'm like, they're not doing this. Like, they're not putting themselves out there. Like, because like, it festers in a hateful comment. It's like, and they don't even recognize it, but they think they're being funny or whatever. But it's just like, they couldn't even do this. You know, they couldn't. So it's just like, and that's where you kind of feel like, oh, you kind of feel sorry for them in a way, because it's like, you know. But yeah, it's just like, man. Like, again, we're still human, things still affect us, you know, whether it be hate or comments or your family, whatever. But it's like, I know what is in me. I know what my vision is to a certain extent at this point. I'm just gonna keep going. I don't care. So, yeah, I would just try to take that mindset. Easier said than done, obviously, but just, you know, keeping that mindset. And that's what I've tried to do. It's just like.
No, I appreciate it because I know I'm talking to you in 2026, but I'm asking like 2016 chance, like 2 years in start. So that's cool. I appreciate the answer.
Yeah, like I'll give an example, man. Like when the George Floyd protests were going on, and a whole bunch of a whole bunch of photographers came down. Was like, yo, this is like history. So we went down, and my thing is, it's always like I'm a permission guy. Like, yo, can you mind if I get your picture? And if it's not a group shot or something, but if it's like a portrait. And yeah, it was moments like that, and it was like real things happening where I still had to be like, hey, can I get your portrait? And it was real because one I remember in particular, a young guy got pepper sprayed by the police, and like he getting milk in his eyes, and I'm like, he's like, yeah, you know, and it's like, but like it was,
Capturing history.
yeah, it was a moment, and it was a whole bunch of moments. But then I threw him on Instagram, and what the people didn't know, they didn't know I got permission. They didn't know anything. So their immediate thing was, take it down. Like, you're going to get these people arrested. Blah 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 blah. Like, you're going to show their faces, because they were outside protesting. Something illegal things happen. You know, you just don't know. So like. In my response, it was jarring because I didn't expect it. It was just comments on comments on comments and people in my DMs, and I'm like, oh, it was jarring. So I was like, holy cow. But my thing was, I went back to to our ancestors. I was like, Martin, Malcolm, like they didn't care about cameras. Like they didn't care about getting arrested from showing their image from protesting what's wrong. Like, so that's the kind of angle I took internally. So it was thousands of comments. So like Monday came around and I had a whole nother set, and I was just like, the revolution will be photographed. And that's what I posted. I just doubled down on it. And people were still mad, but that kind of explained. I was like, hey, if you in these streets protesting for what's right, like, doesn't matter. Like, motherfuckers was dying for protesting. So if a picture is gonna do it, I don't know if you should be out there. Like, so that was kind of my angle. It was much more eloquent than that, but that was my angle. So that was a moment of like a lot of hate and a lot of visceral coming towards me. And I understood it where they were coming from, but it was just like, it was a lot, but I had to stand my ground in that moment. And I always go back to that because I was just like so proud of like how I stood there, because it was a lot. I just never experienced anything like that. So it was just like, whoa. But for me to stand my ground, it's always a pinpoint for me personally, just to hold my ground and stay true to my artistry. So, yeah.
Can I ask a follow-up question about like permission?
For sure.
For like in a video like this,
Yeah.
and we kind of saw the permission, right? Like, do you do anything else that you didn't show in a video like this in terms of asking permission and documenting it or whatever?
It's like, as far as like cutting things out, I'm sorry.
Just in terms of like, for your process of like receiving permission from somebody so that they know what you're doing and then they give the okay. Did we see everything in the like you asking, or is there another step to your process? Is there anything written?
Yeah, so like, that's a great question. So like, yeah, like sometimes, definitely things are cutting out because it's too long, or like but yeah, so my go-to is always like, it's real flattery. So like I see a person and I'm obviously, I'm attracted to their coat or whatever. So like, I go to them, hey, I'm a lifestyle street style photographer. I run a page called Keep Pittsburgh Dope. I saw your coat. Like, it looks, and it's just authentic. Like, that's what I literally saw. And immediately, usually 95% of the time, it breaks down that wall. Like, yeah, this jacket is fly. Like, I did wear this to look fly. And it's just like, oh, and that kind of ease it. And it's like, hey, you mind if I get your picture? And like, that's usually the go-to. And it's just like, yes or no. And like, and no still hurt my feelings, but like, it's just like, but it's to the point now where people are kind of aware of what I do. So that makes it a little bit easier too. Now it's gaining more popularity. So, and that makes my job easier, that people are coming out even more fly. So it's just like, perfect. But I am like, it's so weird. I am weirdly, like not shy, but like, if I can tell like someone like recognizes me, it's like, it like, it's flattering, but I like it to be real, like authentic, like, oh, like you saw.
You don't want someone to be like, pick me.
Yeah. I understand it, and it's sometimes I may pick them, but it's just like I love the natural like that. So, but to answer your question, my process is always tell them what I do, because I'm a tall dude. Like I'm like, I'm big and just like, hey. So I tell them what I do. Tell them what I like, and then tell them where it's going and everything like that. And then that's usually the concept.
So it's all verbal, and it looks like you always have like an iPhone or like your camera running separate from you. So you have it on video.
Yeah, so it's so great question. So it's on my Ray-Ban Metas. So like, I throw these on, and I gotta turn my hat back, and then, I just, So like, and this, I don't know if this light is always, pulsating when I am recording. Oh, it's not on, but once I press record, there is a, so is it going? So yeah, it's just recording. But yeah, and again, like, it gets tricky. So like I just had it recently where a girl was like, yo, can you please delete that? And it hurts, but it's just like, fuck, like, this is such good content. But it's just like, I get it. Like, it's just like, I gotta like kind of respect it, because it's like, fuck, man, like, it's going crazy on Facebook, you know, but, you know, she was just, had a bad day, and she was like, yo, like, I just don't want that living in forever. So it was just like, but again, I understand it, and I just gotta take that L, you know, but again, it's, you know, but it's fun. But yeah, it's just always that barrier breakdown and then working it out. So yeah, no doubt. But awesome questions. But yeah, okay, so those were my examples of aided and unaided awareness. I thought they were fun to show. But okay, know your audience. Again, this is big for me. So like I said, like when I started the page, I knew that I had to show the photography, of course, on my feed, but I had to show myself. But what I've realized over time, everybody don't want to see me. They don't care about me. They want to see the photos, and that's it. So it was like, of course, I still have to be aware of showing myself, but it has to be timely. It has the street photos have to outweigh me posting me. So, for example, like if I had my photographer here with me, taking pictures of me, taking pictures of y'all, our reactions, that's a post of me. Or like, for example, recently, I hosted the red carpet at the Pittsburgh Film Office Lights Gala, or Lights Glamour auction at the Pennsylvania Saturday. And I had my photographer with me, shots with me and different celebrities. That's a post that people may be interested to see, like, you know, the celebrities and me. That's an easy post to show my face, show other people, and that's it right there. But yeah, so I have to weigh the street photography way over showing myself. But it's still important to show me, but I've learned that my audience doesn't want to see me all the time. So they want to see the street photos, and that's primarily what they came to see. So this is one thing my girl laughed at me about, because I put this. I was like, think of the street photography as the base of the cake, with marketing myself and my brand deals as the icing and sprinkles on top. So that just came to my head. It was just like, yeah, the base is what they came to see, and then the marketing is like the extra stuff, the money, the deals and stuff like that, because they have a face to go along with the work. So yeah, that's what I've learned about my audience. So yeah, and let me see. And to my next slide, I just put, so not up until last year, I wasn't on TikTok at all. Like, I didn't have a TikTok presence. I just focused on Instagram, and then like my Instagram post would filter to my Facebook. So I wouldn't even go on Facebook, like wouldn't even check it. And then again, it's women, man. I'm telling y'all are like, my girl, she was just like, why aren't you posting on TikTok? Like, it's the exact same thing. Like, why wouldn't you just do the same? I was like, nah, like, my demographic ain't young. It's young people over there. Like, it's like, you know, my people, like, so I didn't do it. She was like, you should really do it. Like, I think you'll gain a lot of following and a lot of traction. I was like, you know what? I will. So I started posting on it, and lo and behold, like, I would just post on Instagram, go to TikTok, post, and it was like, the traction over there was insane. The people were commenting, and like, it was like a lot of engagement. So I was like, oh my God. So that was my thing, just posting on Instagram and then TikTok. And then I've always been trying to build up my YouTube, because that is the hardest thing on earth to do. We'll get into my other content later, but I started posting on YouTube Shorts. So Instagram, post my street stuff, TikTok, post my street stuff, and then on YouTube Shorts, on my YouTube channel, post my shorts. So I got it. And then I started paying attention to Facebook more. So I'm checking all these things, and then Facebook, commenting back to people on Facebook. And Facebook, they engage. And she brought up people fighting for you and arguing for you. They go insane over there. It's not healthy, but they definitely engage on Facebook. And most of my stuff is pretty positive. So it's just like, if someone comes in, you know, this is trash, like they'll be like, what are you talking about? No, you don't even. So it's literally, you have a community on Facebook. So the one thing I learned in 2025 is literally post everywhere, every day, or at least try. Like, there is no excuse. Like, again, like I would be worried about things being so polished and da-da-da-da-da, but like, I mean, again, I still care about quality. Don't get it twisted. I love quality, but at the end of the day, it's all about attention. Just like, get it out. People aren't even really going to your main homepage anymore. They just see it in their feed. So it's just all about attention. So just get it out. Like, if you pay attention to quality, for sure, like take that time, but just get it out and post it on every single platform. There's no excuse. Everything is free. Why wouldn't you do it? It takes about 15 minutes to post on every platform. And again, you have scheduling things too. I don't trust those either. It feels better for me. It feels like I'm actually doing work when I actually go to each platform and making sure every hashtag is right. And again, like, I can't post the same caption on YouTube that I do on Instagram. So I have to switch things up, according to the research that I did regarding YouTube, what works for the title and stuff like that. So post everywhere, every day, yeah.
So do most of your leads come from Instagram, as in pertains to then or Instagram and Facebook over TikTok?
So it's different. So like, some people don't even know I'm on Instagram. Like so I just had, it was a podcast on TikTok, and they do a highlight where it was like follow this TikToker, and it was like TikToker. It was like follow the TikToker, keep Pittsburgh dope. And I don't even think they knew I had a YouTube, and but they know me from TikTok. So it was just like, it was cool to see this audience knows me from TikTok, and they may discover that I have an Instagram, but they on TikTok, so that's where they know me from. And then on Facebook, Facebook is an older demographic, so they don't even hop on Instagram or TikTok, so they just know me from Facebook, which is awesome. Like, the community on Facebook is amazing. Like, them grandmas and them, they show love. Like, they comment every day, and it's like, and it's real love. Like, it's like, I love that coat. My daughter has the same coat. Like, it's insane. So like, really tap in. So it's just depending on whatever they're on, that's what I am to them. I'm their favorite Facebook, I'm their favorite Instagram, I'm their favorite TikTok, whatever.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Yep.
What made you decide for YouTube to go KPD Network as opposed to Keep Pittsburgh?
Great question. So like, again, like I went to school for broadcast. So like, I knew I always wanted to be tapped into, like, I love interviewing people, and like I always been tapped into podcasts and interview series and just content. I just always loved content since a child. But the network thing was kind of me paying attention to, like, I'm trying to think of an example. Just like a news network. I knew media is very important. So I wanted to be a boss at some point, like, in a sense of, like, I kind of want to fade to black. So it was like, I always want to do my streets. I want to be an old man shooting street photography, but also at the same time making money. Like, I don't want to have to worry about money, but when I'm 70 years old, I just want to tie my kicks, hit the streets, be this cute old man shooting, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the KPD network, I want to give people opportunities. So for example, have a production team where it's like, they work for KPD Productions, they're getting paid monthly for every gig, and then, have different podcasts under the KPD network. So, you might have an acting podcast where you interview different actors. So it's like, hey, we're gonna get Espelon to sponsor your podcast on the KPD network. You get we'll get a producer for you to set up the interviews. You'll get your check. I get my cut, and then everything. That's the world I want to build, where people have opportunities to really make money, to really build their platform. And then one day you might be like, hey, the contract's up, I'm gonna set up on my own, I'm gonna do my own thing. That's what I want. Like, it's not me trying to hold, I want people to build their own worlds. And then in mine, I can just be like, I did my service to humanity. It's just, I want people to live out their dreams too, but like, I'm trying to build up this platform to build out my dreams and give other people opportunities. So I called it a network because I knew it would have other content on it. Like, I knew it would be my podcast. I knew it would be, other different pieces of content that I have on the way. But I knew it just wouldn't be me at some point. And at some point it won't. So that was the reason for the network. So it's like on ABC, you see different shows. It's not just one show all day. So it's just like, that's kind of the mindset I took. So I'm gonna make this like an ABC, Fox. You know, I have my show, of course, but people have, you know, a news show or another podcast, stuff like that. So this is me looking at when I'm 60 and I can just kind of delegate.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's where the network came in. So, but yeah, YouTube is so hard, but that's why it's so fun, because it's just like, I'm about to hit 500 and I could literally cry, because like, I was at 0 months ago. So it's just like, yeah, it's just a lot of work, but that's what makes it fun. So like 5 years from now, I can look back and be like, I'm at 10,000 followers on YouTube, what? Like, so it's fun to see the growth. But yeah, that's the reason for the network side. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Awesome question. I'm glad you guys are engaged, man. This is awesome. Okay, and then I switched up the color following you guys. I went white, and then I got a little pink. But so Aaron mentioned it earlier, but patience is the key. And again, like I said, I mentioned Gary Vee. I love Gary Vee. He's a crazy guy, but like your follower count really doesn't even matter anymore. Like it doesn't at all. Like it's all interest media. So like your feed is just going to feed you whatever you like. And they may not follow you. They may just like your post and then just keep it moving. So like your following count really doesn't matter. My big thing, for me at least, is just engagement and views. Because like, you know, people may see it, but they may not like it, or you know, they may like it or whatever. But it's just don't worry about the followers as much anymore. But just be patient for everything. So views, engagement, it doesn't happen overnight. Consistency and quality. And again, like I love quality content, so that's just me. Like I love taking my time. I love having like my video guys chop up stuff. So like that's just me. But again, it doesn't matter anymore. You could literally post up your phone, just like we saw Homie do with the different reality. That was his phone, and you know, just the CapCut edit. So it doesn't have to be that much quality. Just just as long as you're getting your vision out and everything like that. So. Again, that's how you build trust. Again, tell your origin story and your values. Let them grow with you. Again, like I sucked as a photographer when I first started. Me knowing that my audience was going to grow with me, and say Chance doesn't suck anymore. So they're always a part of your story. And one thing I still struggle with is responding to every comment. Like it is hard. But the one thing that I have done to make it more fun is I respond in GIFs now. Like I try to find like. So if they say like, this is fire, I try to find like, I'll just type in fire, I'll go to the GIF finder and type in fire. And it's usually that little girl like standing in front of like burnt, like a house on fire. And she has that like, devilish look on her face. I love that GIF, so like, I'll just throw that out there just to engage. Cause you were trying to rack your brain, trying to think of like a thoughtful comment to respond. That's where people are kind of like, they just won't comment. So like my thing is, I made it fun by trying to find just a fun gift to respond. So that makes it challenging and fun. But again, I still have a challenge with it, and comments and DMs, because I get a lot of DMs about business proposals and everything like that. So I usually just tell them could you please send this to my email sometimes? And that'll let me know if they for real. Because like, if I'm like, hey, could you just send this to my email? And they won't do it. And I'm like, you weren't about it. This wasn't for real. So. And most of the times they do, but yeah. So I still have trouble, but I'm getting better. And I mentioned it before. Post on every platform. There's just like, there's no excuses anymore. You have to do it. Why not? Again, we all have. I'm sure we have jobs and everything like that, but it's just like, you got to find the time to do it. Kids, all that. But unique collaboration. So again, I go back to my podcast. It's called Chance Encounters. So, my name, Chance Encounters. I'm encountering different people. So I thought it was smart, cool, but it was also like, so before, I've been doing this for a couple of years. So before it was like one-on-one interviews. My first interview was Mikey and Big Bob, and then I did rapper Fed to God. And I did Anna Eats. She's the popular Instagrammer and TikToker. But it was cool, but like I wanted to, I studied the game a little more, and I was like, maybe, and I had a panel here. And I was like, maybe I should do like a more panel style podcast where it can be more guests, it can be more social interaction, more, collaboration opportunities on Instagram, Facebook, and everyone, and it can be informative, so everybody's winning. It can be informative to the audience. It can be beneficial to the guests where they're getting all this traction on their Instagram feeds and what they're trying to do. So it was like, I'm gonna do a panel style this moving forward. So that was my kind of creative way to collaborate with more artists, because I'm a loner artist. I love to work alone, and like I love to be in the streets alone. It's more therapeutic to me just to walk around with music in the ear, and I see somebody cool, I get to take their picture. So I like to work alone, but I also love to talk to people in the sense of finding more about them, and then also that information helping people in a content form. So that is what I'm doing right now as far as collaborating with individuals, different creators. Now, on the front of like making money, like brands, like working with different brands, that is, staying creative as well. Like a lot of my brand deals, they come to me, but a lot of early on brand deals were me going to them, believe it or not. I didn't have the biggest following. It was just me, as us being creative, it was just like, I see something here that could work. Like I don't have the following, but I can present this to them and see if they like it, if they like it, because that was, and it worked.
You're fighting for your life.
What happened? What she said?
She said you're fighting for your life.
Oh, swear. Because I just talked to like it's like y'all the homies, so I'm so if they fuck with it, no, because like I heard myself in a something. I was like, I don't like how I be swearing so much. So it's just a personal thing. So
You know what? I've been working on it too. It's real hard.
Yeah, especially when you're passionate about what you talk. Yeah, so. And I do it in brand meetings. It's like I do it in big meetings too. And they laugh, but it's just like, I'm trying to stop. So, but yeah.
Okay, we felt the autocorrect in the moment.
So, but again, like I implore that if you, and I have another slide where I touch on everybody's pages because I kind of did some research on you guys. But like, if you have an idea for a brand and you can find out who the marketing director is or whatever, get a tight email like, hey, I had an idea for a reel. Like, I think it would benefit the brand. I think my followers would like it. Like, let's go. And like, they give you some money. Like, hey, we can give you $1,000, blah, blah, blah. And then that's a deal for you to take on to the next brand. And like, hey, this is what I did for Oil of LA. Like, let me, whatever. So it's just a portfolio for you to build on. So it doesn't have to be a collaborative effort and, creator to creator. It could be you reaching out to, the Warhol Museum for, something on social media. Yeah.
I guess with that, other than like a cold email or like a cold pitch deck that you're sending for an idea for a collaboration, obviously sometimes that doesn't land. So what would you say would be the next step, especially in today's day and age where it's such a saturated, it can be over, it's a very competitive in order to get the attention. Mm-hmm. What would you, for someone who doesn't have such a large following, what would be your advice?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, relating to this, wow, these pictures are so clear. Wow, yeah. Going to this. So could you pull up my YouTube? I'm so sorry. Yeah. I just want to show you guys, because that's a great question. So what if they don't go for it, so.
I think that's where, I'll do it, and then it's like, okay, crickets.
Yeah.
It's like, do I go to the DM? I don't want to be overly too,
I'm so happy. Like, I'm in I had the perfect predicament. So, he hit 500. Let's go, baby. Gang, you're okay. That's awesome. So I'm really proud of that. It's so hard, but so again, if could you click on this latest episode here? This one? Yep.
And great too.
Yeah, she's awesome. So yeah. Okay. So if you can see the Espelon logo in the corner, correct? So.
People might be like, yeah, I
I'll let this pass.
Yeah, that's a cute
This is the intro to the pod.
Actually say, you know?
Yeah, live performances and a good videographer sends my algorithm to the roof.
I put a little picture and it says, prepare to suck. And that really helped me. I was like, I'm gonna suck. And that's okay, because make it exist first.
This is what you need to be doing to have the, make a snapshot for the beginning and then make it a music video.
And just to be clear, like, not under a bridge, just him by himself. They threw a slappers and bangers under a bridge. So.
That was a time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Golden.
Oh my gosh.
What's happening?
So we get the bottles on the table.
Encounters. We are back for another season, and man,
Sign behind me, Espelon.
Very, very special guest with me today, and this episode is obviously sponsored by Espelon. Espelon Tequila. Even if you don't drink, you can just have them on your tables. But they are a great sponsor.
Espelon cups, those are branded cups.
Yes. Let's before I introduce the guests, let's do a cheers one time. Cheers. More life. Cheers.
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 Okay, and you can pause it right there.
Welcome.
So like to answer your question, so like I have a great relation with the rep from Espelon, and like they usually help with any event I want to do. They'll bring the team out and just give free samples away, and make mixed drinks and stuff like that. So they're usually on a event side. They usually help out with that. So I came to them. Her name is Sam. I broke it down. I was like, yo, I'm about to film this next episode at this studio. The more things you add on, so like this studio, it's called Studio Me, and like they'll edit the video. This is their studio, and like they can do the reels. Like depending on what you add on, the price goes up, obviously. So I went to Sam with Espelon. I was like, yo, like. I gave her a pitch. I was like, hey, like this is the production cost. Like, this is what I'm paying for. This is what you'll get. I'm gonna have the bottles on the table. I'm gonna have the decal in the right, the upper thirds, whatever. And then I'll have a sign behind me. And she, this is the price. Like, could y'all sponsor this? And they were like, no, like we can't. Like she was like, we're more so we can give you money on the event side. Like, we'll bring the free stuff. We'll hire the photographer to capture it. We'll pay you. But as far as like on this side, the content side, it gets a little tricky. They don't really want to put money. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, well, can you at least still give me the stuff? Like, give me the branded stuff. Give me some bottles. Like, just give me that so I can show future brands what it will look like. Like, I'll take the hit. Like, so I had to pay for this. So, but it was like, I'll take the hit, but at least let me show future brands what their stuff can look like. You know what I'm saying? So I still got the free alcohol from her to put on the set. She paid for it, $200. This is like $200 worth of alcohol, these 4 bottles. But then I was like, all right, I did it, paid, but I was like, I'm gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna give all this alcohol away to my followers. So it was like, hey, I'm doing a giveaway. Follow the KPD Network Instagram, follow the YouTube page. 4 bottles of alcohol. You got until next Wednesday. Tag your drinking buddy, must be 21 years or older. Like, so it was like, it still worked. So it was like, I still had to take the hit with the studio time and the edit fee, but I got the alcohol. It looks professional, looks amazing. I can take this to other brands so they can see what it looks like. I don't have to do it in words. I can actually show them. And then I can engage with my followers by giving them a free alcohol if they like tequila, and then I get the followers by go follow my pages, so you can see the next round of content. So and then that clicked. I was like, okay, every brand I get, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Like even if they are paying me, like because that's the goal, like pay for the studio time, and then we ain't even get to paying me yet. I'm just worried about paying for the studio time, and then all right, we got a consistent sponsor for that. Let's bring John Eagle in. Break Me Off 1,000 an episode, sponsored by Espelon and John Eagle. So 2-minute mark, I gotta do with Espelon. This episode is brought to you by Espelon Tequila. Espelon, if you don't drink, have it on your table, whatever. And then 10-minute mark, Market District John Eagle. You ain't cater with John Eagle. So it's just like, they'll get those drops, they'll have it in the corner, they'll have it on the table, so it's just like they can visually see what they're getting. So they said no, but I had to work it out in my favor. So like I didn't get the money, but I got the free alcohol to kind of, yeah, exactly. So yeah, you get no's, but if you can see in between like how I can make this work for myself, then that next person you take it to is like, oh shit, like okay, yeah, it's like, oh, okay, let's open up the budget, like so, yeah, so like so just being creative, like yeah, I did not want to pay for that studio because it was a lot, you know. But it's affordable. I just wanted so many things. Like I wanted the stuff in the corners. I needed the captions to come on the screen. So you pay for what you get. But yeah. So that, yeah, no doubt. So I was just in that position.
Yeah. That's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt. But so next slide. So this is where I get to y'all.
I know her.
So, as I was watching the Oscars last night, I was studying y'all Instagrams in between commercials. I was like, let me see what these motherfuckers doing on here, man. And so, literally, I was, Conan O'Brien was on, I was looking at it, I was like, let me should do this more. So, I did go over, your guys' socials, and you guys do well. Like you guys post. So, but I did have some tips, and I did individualize it for you guys. So, I hope it can help. So, we'll start off with Catherine. You guys do great. Like, and my thing to everybody is you guys make great content. But it has to be more consistent. Like it should be weekly. Like it should be, again, going back to a content calendar, like you should, like again, you say 30 days out, like it should be like that. Like Tuesday, outfit of the week, Wednesday, blah, 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 blah. It should be like that. Like it should be like a job. So Catherine, yeah. So yeah, I went to your page and I was like, so, I saw your trivia. I saw the trivia post where you kind of did the Wicked trivia, where you sang. It was dope. Like I was like, oh, this is tight. So every week there should be a new trivia, singing or a script. I'm sure you can read scripts and like act them out. I was like, every week, or you can even do it live, like live trivia, or on a certain movie or a certain Wicked is a theater, but it's just like. Anything movie related, you should do a trivia, whether it be, on live or you doing a post like, what song is this? Da, 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 da. And then giving the answers, and that's how people comment. And then that transition, so you go live, hey, I'm going live tonight, it's trivia night, da 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 da. That keeps growing, that keeps growing, that keeps growing. Before you know it, you doing a live trivia night at the Warren, at a bar or whatever, somewhere in real life. So it's like, it gets an audience, Then next thing you know, we at, Kathy's trivia night, at whatever spot. So it's just like, that can become real. And then when you're talking about money, it's like, all right, we selling tickets, you get a ticket at the door, all right, I'm getting a percentage of every drink. So it's like, oh shit, then it becomes a real life business. So I suggest, man, it's a lot of movies, it's a lot of things, and I'm sure you have tremendous knowledge on movie stuff. So it's just like, that's a 1 minute song. And then what song is this, y'all? Every week. Easy money. And then you just keep gaining traction. And I think it would go crazy live. I think once people start seeing that you do it weekly, and it's just like, all right, y'all, I'm gonna do this live. Because it feels like you already know how to do graphic design a little bit, like with the website. So you can, man, once you get some traction, hey, y'all, I'm trying something new tonight. We going live. I'm going live trivia. Get ready, da 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 da, and then you can even do more trivia based around a movie or an actor or something. So, man, that's just easy money content that you have knowledge about already that can just flow. Yeah. Yep. And that's just putting the iPhone up. We back, y'all. So, yeah. So that was my advice. And Yeah, no doubt. And yeah, and to get that done, just create a content counter. Again, like I was sporadic. Like I literally just I made a content counter last year and it changed my life. Like literally.